Hello, I am Ryan Lau. This is my presentation on Bud Light, a Super Bowl breakdown. Let's get started. That's not working. There we go. So here is the actual ad itself. Just to give you a good idea of what's going on and what the ad is. Okay. I think it was a really good ad. I really enjoyed it. Okay. The actual product itself is obviously the Bud Light beer. It's very easy to discern upon watching the ad. The ad is made for Bud Light. It has it in almost every scene that it's in. Actually, I don't even say almost. I think it's actually in every scene in the ad, multiple times in every scene. Especially, it's plastered all throughout the ad. Easy to discern what the ad is actually about. You know what the topic is. It's obviously Bud Light beer. uh, Went to the next section, casting. The main cast of characters consists of the four friends initially from the garage, various ethnicities, obviously white, black, Hispanic, and then obviously mix of genders as well, both men and women, part of the cast. Excuse me. So sorry about that. And then the genie obviously has an immaculate mustache. He's a white man, but he has his kind of swagger to him as well that kind of keeps it very light and going. He has that kind of, you know, vibe to him. He does a little sway. So uh, the cast is very, very mixed, very, varied. The mix of different people implies that Bud Light is for everyone. No one person or one ethnic group or one section of people, is going to enjoy Bud Light more than another. It's for everyone. Everyone will enjoy it the same. No matter who you are or what you are. Premise and mood of the ad: Bud Light Genie is appeared from a bottle in the garage. Starts granting wishes that are just absolutely absurd. Wishes are such as like more beer, a limo, big arms, wealth, dinosaurs, ostrich racing. There's a T-Rex in there, like just a bunch of really crazy and absurd things that kind of put a smile to your face when you see it. I know it did for me. Just kind of really absurd things. It was really fun to watch. Uh, Kind of gives into that like whimsical and lighthearted vibe of the commercial. It's intended to entertain the audience and kind of give them a sense of like, hey, this looks really fun. With the gimmicks and the celebrities and everything they do, it's pushing a really overall fun and inviting vibe, I would say, showing it's very, very just entertaining and appeals to people's wish to have a good time, and then showing that Bud Light can satisfy that wish with the genie, and just overall the beer can satisfy that wish to go out and have fun and have a great time. The song, it's called Easy Night Out, featuring Sonny Valenciti, Peyton Manning, Post Malone, and it's a song by Steppenwolf. It was actually made for this ad specifically, I'm fairly certain. It's a classic rock song, hints of country. It's a light, upbeat vibe. creating a sense of fun and good times. Reminds me of Life is a Highway from Cars. It's suited to the target demographic of Bud Light being more country-esque, targeting that more uh, kind of southern country vibe, I would say. But it just makes it a very overall fun and really, you know, well-suited song in my opinion. Celebrities. There's three celebrities that I counted in this ad: Dana White, Post Malone, and Peyton Manning. Dana White is widely known for being the person that runs the UFC, and it caters to the audience of those who like to, sit down, watch UFC fights, that sort of thing. Even shown in the ad, a UFC fight face off with Dana White in there. A lot of people who go to watch UFC usually have a beer, or even any sporting event. You always see someone with a beer or people drinking. Uh, even Bud Light is closely associated with the UFC being a good sponsor, as well as the NFL. I know that Bud Light is a very big thing at NFL games, being sold very commonly. That's also why Peyton Manning's there as well, to kind of tie into that NFL, you know, perception. Peyton Manning was a very successful quarterback for the Broncos for a long time, very loved quarterback throughout the league. Caters to that audience from watching various years of him playing throughout the league, winning Super Bowls, that sort of thing. Post Malone as well is a very popular artist that recently released a country album that was very well received. A lot of people loved it. It was very popular, and a lot of the Southern and country community really accepted and liked his country album, even though he's traditionally a pop or rap artist. Going into the continuation, a little deeper breakdown, these celebrities were chosen for very specific reasons. Like I said, both Dana White and Peyton Manning have backgrounds that heavily involve sports, appealing to the demographic of, people, going out to parties, going out to do an event, just going out to have fun, do something, uh, like watching a game is usually something that's a very, popular among people. Even like shown in the ad, going from the garage to the bar to the house party. Usually, you know, from the garage, they're watching sports initially, they're drinking beers. Going to bars, you're drinking beers, and usually they have TVs or something of the sort where you're watching sports, usually UFC or football. And then the house party, that's a big thing where usually maybe there's a game on or something just in the background going on. It's all really closely tied together, and it's kind of, you know, combining all of those aspects and all of those different demographics into one, showing that how everyone can enjoy Bud Light. Post Malone, as well, is a very versatile and popular artist that has a big following in the 20 to 30-year-old range, targeting people who most likely want to drink or party, go out, like in the ad. Grabbing attention is the next topic. Some factors of the commercial that used, that were used in the commercial to keep audience retention and attention is constant and fast scene changes, absurd concepts in every other scene, such as like the dinosaurs, the ostrich races, the fire breathing, shape shifting, going invisible, constantly granting wishes to keep the ad moving forward, changing scenes, giving a sort of storyline to the ad. Even the summoning of celebrities like Post Malone, Dana White, and Peyton Manning, they're all kind of part of the wishes, kind of just popping in out of nowhere, quite literally. And then Bud Light is in every scene, being associated with all of this kind of absurdity, but also a lot of, good times, kind of fun visuals, just a really great and kind of fun, positive visual experience being associated with Bud Light. The goals and needs of the ad as well. The commercial appeals to the goal of partying, having a good time to its audience. The ad demonstrates the appeal of partying and drives audiences' need to have fun by associating Bud Light with having fun, making more people inclined to get Bud Light for their next party or when out drinking next, or just whenever they're doing anything sort of activity like. The target market of Bud Light. Target market of Bud Light is mostly men ages 20 to 40 with a Southern country or a background focus or a background in sports, or like I said, um, just an overall love for sports, or even just love for going out or partying. Focusing on a younger generation or audience that are more inclined to do those kind of things, like go out party, go out to a UFC fight, go out to a football game, or even stay home, little house party, get together with friends, and are more likely to drink in those activities. Persuasive techniques. Bud Light's unique selling point in this ad was their celebrities. Dana White, Peyton Manning, and Post Malone are all known to be very down to earth people, very people sociable, and very human in that sense. Um, you know, in the ad, it shows them popping in, but then also being part of the crowd overall, showing how they are not any more than us in any sense, but they are a very relatable people person, making the audience and customers feel closer to them as well. Uh, in the ad, it does humanize them that way. Thank you for listening. That is the end of my ad review.